Stop counting the days lost in the rhythm.
Remember that popular 1970s toy, Action Man? It's a great example of how things can evolve. First, they replaced the painted hair with more realistic flock hair. Then they added a feature that let you move the eyes back and forth with a lever at the back of the head. This reminds me of a recent photo of Keir Starmer, the Labour leader, dressed in combat gear and standing in front of some tough-looking British soldiers. With his intense stare, square jaw, and Martin Sheen-like hair, he looks like a later version of Action Man. I wouldn't be surprised if his team has even given him fully gripping hands. It's a big change from the Sir Neil a lot version who supported Black Lives Matter in 2020. This change in image reflects the huge political progress Starmer and Labour have made. Not only is Labour leading the polls by an average of 17 points, but Starmer is also ahead of Sunak in terms of who the public thinks would make the best Prime Minister. It's quite an achievement for the leader of the opposition to be leading the current PM. As we approach the 2024 election, it's clear that Starmer is the Prime Minister in waiting. Sure, he's not perfect, but he's benefited from the Tory struggles and has passed the basic "will he do" test with enough voters to put him on track for Downing Street. This shift has changed the political landscape. Any hope that Rishi Sunak would show the campaigning skills needed to put the Tories back in the game has faded. Now, almost everyone expects a big loss for the Conservatives next autumn. This means that ministers are struggling to get much reaction to policy announcements. For example, Michael Gove's recent housing plans didn't get much attention because no one expects them to be implemented. The same goes for Sunak's focus on long-term A-level reform. He's not going to be the one deciding what happens there, is he? But when Starmer does express a genuine opinion, like his support for legal reform on assisted dying, it's a big deal in the political media. Even without a confirmed election date, power is shifting from one man to the other. Everyone from corporate lobbyists to ambitious journalists and political fortune hunters are flocking to Starmer and his key allies like Rachel Reeves and Wes Streeting. It would take a Tory leader with an extraordinary personality and campaigning skills to stop this process. And while the Conservatives may have started this parliament with such a leader, they definitely don't have one now. A Tory insider told me that Sunak seems more focused on his own future brand than on trying to win the next election. The average Tory rating in the Politico website's poll of polls has even dropped a point from 25 to 24 since Sunak's "Daddy's Home" cabinet reshuffle brought David Cameron back to the political top table. This is a dangerous situation for the Tories. Their low-energy leader has moved past the point of angering and alienating voters on key issues like immigration and is now just boring them. Nothing he says, or could say, seems to matter much anymore. For the Conservatives, this could be the end. Not with a bang, but with a whimper.